When you're trying to elevate in life, comfort will determine whether you are able to do so or not. So let me get straight to it, right? Staying in your comfort zone will literally make you not grow at all in life, right? This reflection came to me today. I mean, I have already knew this, right? But I was more so thinking about it today, right? So I was at work. I work at Equinox. It's a gym, a really nice gym. And it has a place where people can sit and like eat and also like work on the computer and stuff like that. And I'm always seeing people, come do so. Like I see people come there, after they finish working out, or sometimes they don't even come to work out. They just come work on the computer and stuff like that, right? Then I started saying to myself, like, there has to be a reason why people like getting out of their house and instead going to a place like, a gym or like a library or like, a cafe, like just somewhere quiet and nice and peaceful to actually do work. Then I realized it's more about getting out of your comfort zone. You get what I'm saying? When you stay in your comfort zone, the longer you stay in it, the harder it is for you to actually see true growth in your life. Now, you may see some type of growth, but it's going to take you longer than expected. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to use myself as an example. So I am trying to get my certification to become a personal trainer, right? I'm in this program called NASM, NASM, full name meaning National Association Sports Medicine, right? That's the program. It has a very long, course. It has a long course. It's like 30 chapters, and each of the chapters is about, 2 hours long, especially if you're reading everything and taking notes. It is about that long, sometimes even longer. However, I've been doing this for I've been reading this for like the past 3 to 4 months, but I do it when I'm in my house. Then I realize that sometimes I would do it for like an hour or maybe 2 hours, right? But then after that, I would just want to get off my computer and, just chill in my living room and watch a show. But deep down, I know I should be doing this work. You get what I'm saying? Why is that? Well, the reason is because my house is more so like my comfort zone. Like this is where I come and unwind after a long day of work or after, being at the gym and stuff like that, right? So this is more so where I come and unwind. So subconsciously, I'm more so like already programmed to just be chilling in my house. You feel what I'm saying? So I came to this realization. I'm like, yo, listen, Kester, if you want to fast forward if you want to fast forward your progress, with getting this NASM certification that I'm trying to get, I think the best thing that I will have to do as of right now is to quickly get out of my comfort zone. You get what I'm saying? So what do I mean by that? Instead of me coming straight home after work, I have decided to start taking my computer with me, my laptop with me. So when I get out of work, when my shift ends, I will sit there and do work instead. You get what I'm saying? I will sit there and start studying and basically all these type of things. Maybe I can study for like 2 hours, hell, maybe even 3 to 4 hours, right? Because as long as I'm not in my comfort zone and I'm in my work zone, that is the fastest way I can get done what I'm trying to achieve. You get what I'm saying? So I say that to say, if you are somebody who struggles with being in your comfort zone and you really want something for yourself, like you want to achieve something for yourself, you have to start getting out of your comfort zone. You get what I'm saying? Because our brain, we've been subconsciously programmed to kind of do the same thing over, especially if you do the same thing every single day, right? It becomes automatic for your brain to just, or your body to just subconsciously be programmed to be there, which is your comfort zone. So in order for you to grow, you have to step out of your comfort zone. And that is with everything in life, not just, with me trying to get my certification to be a personal trainer. It's also with you, let's say you're trying to get into the fitness journey, right? In order for you to get into the fitness journey, you have to get out your comfort zone. You get what I'm saying? For example, let's say after work or even before work, let's say you're the type that, you are a morning person, right? You're a morning person, you wake up really early. Let's say you up at like 6 a.m. and you have to get to work at like 11 a.m. or something. If you get up at 6 a.m., try to make it to the gym at 7 a.m., work out for 45 minutes to an hour, hell, 1 hour, 30 minutes, right? After that, come home, eat some breakfast, then get ready for work. So you got that out of the way first. Now you stepping out of your comfort zone. You got what I'm saying? Now, if you're not a morning person, you're more so a nighttime person. Let's say you still got to go to work at 11 or like 10, or like, you got to be at work at like 9, right? What I usually do is after work, in the evening around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., that's where I normally go to the gym. That's been the schedule that I've had for the past 4 or 5 years, and it's been working great for me. However, right now, I am currently not going to the gym, so I have more time. The reason being is because I have this injury at my groin where it's called Vasana maneuver. You feel me? So I'm in physical therapy. Once that is healed, I can get back to going to the gym. So with that being said, the fact that I have more free time now because I'm not going to the gym, this is the perfect time for me to put in as much effort and as much time into attaining my certification as a personal trainer. That way, when I'm healed and I also have my certification, I can start moving a step further with life. You got what I'm saying? So again, my brother, I understand it's very hard to get out of your comfort zone if it's something you've been doing for so long. However, in order for you to grow, you really have to get out of your comfort zone. So me personally, the goal now for me, or not even more so the goal, the plan is for me, I have 2 jobs. I have a job at Equinox and I also work at JD Sports. So after I get out of work, either at Equinox or at JD, I will just take my stuff, which is my laptop, take my notebook, so I can write on, and also take a book that I'm going to read. Then I will go to Equinox and then I will do my work there. That way, when I'm there, I know I'm there for work, rather than being in my home, being on my desk. I get an hour of work in. Sometimes I don't be consistent on a daily basis because I'm, in my comfort zone. So I'm basically saying this because I would like to try something new and I'll see where that would take me. Because my goal for the next 2 months or by the end of March is to get my certification, or at least be close to getting my certification. You get what I'm saying? That's my goal. And in order for me to do that, I have to be very, be focused on the process in order for me to achieve that. So again, my brothers and my sisters, in life, you cannot grow unless you get out of your comfort zone. So if you want to see progress in your life, whether that is mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, you must get out of your comfort zone and try something new. And that is the same advice I am following for myself. With that being said, thank you for watching. This is Kester Unfiltered. See you in the next video. Peace.